Okay, this next magical rule of three is one of my favourites, and it's something I've known for a long time, but it was conceptualised into a way that I can easily remember at the summer camp this year over in Brighton. And the first aspect, the rules, if you like, is, again, this is a way of how to get the most out of your practice. And the first rule is to don't worry. It's very important. If it's very easy to see if your body is relaxed. You wouldn't do your qigong through gritted teeth and all your body tensed, because you know that doesn't help. That stops your energy flowing, and no teacher will tell you to do that. So it's not so easy with the mind, and doing qigong or kung fu with a lot of worry is, it's a bit like having a tense body. It's a tense mind. So you need to make sure your mind is relaxed as well. Which leads on to the second step, which is don't intellectualize. When you're doing your practice, do your practice. If, for example, if you're doing the qigong side of things, when you come to doing your qigong, just do your qigong. Don't worry about the form. Don't intellectualize about whether, are my hands at 90 degrees to my forearms. Just do your practice. If you start intellectualizing, again, it's like having a tense body, and you never do your qigong with a tense body. So don't intellectualize, because like worrying, that'll tense your mind up. And this was always my favourite. I'd known this one for years, and the more that my practice deepened and developed, the more I realised just how profound it is. It's like many simple things. It sounds really obvious, but it really is profound. I hope you discover this for yourself. And for me, this is the most important one of this magical rule of three, is enjoy your practice. It's so important. I remember going back to the don't worry part at summer camp 2007. Still very new to organising things, and I was getting really stressed out about what was happening, and the event. We hadn't got the hall booked. There'd been a double booking. There was problems with students not being able to make it, and numbers were looking down. I just got really tense out, and at one point I started to get these halos around my vision. Everywhere I looked had these double halos. It was kind of neat, but at the same time I was getting a bit worried about it. And the more I worried about it, the worse it seemed to get. And eventually it passed. I was talking with Sifu about it the following day, and he said, you shouldn't worry about things. When you worry about things, you make it even worse. So when I got these halos, it should just be like, okay, I've got these halos, just relax. The more I've been able to relax, the better. So I'm sure you know from your own experience that worrying about things makes it worse. So I just wanted to add that bit in, because I've forgotten it. So going back to the most important part is enjoy your practice. It's the complete opposite of don't worry. Enjoy your practice. So, when you're doing your practice, enjoy your practice. Know that you're engaged and involved in doing something that is for your higher good. What could be better than knowing that you're practicing an art that has a 5,000-year history of improving health, increasing vitality and longevity, promoting mental clarity and spiritual cultivation. So enjoy it, and the more you enjoy it, the more you get from it. When you're smiling from the heart, really smile from the heart. When you lift in the sky, enjoy lifting the sky. When you breathe in, enjoy your breathing in. When you're breathing out, enjoy your breathing out. When you're having your chi flow, enjoy your chi flow. Next time you do your practice, just try it for yourself. Try this one for yourself, and just see how much you can enjoy it. Really enjoy it from the very start, when you're getting prepared to do your practice, until you finish and you're finishing off. Enjoy your practice and see what you think. Because I know that when I enjoy my practice, it's even better than especially if I don't. As an additional to the last rule of three, the don't worry, don't intellectualize, and enjoy your practice, it's a really important part in that, because if you're doing your practice and you've been doing it for say 3 to 6 months or longer, and you're not getting the results that you want, improved health, increased vitality, mental clarity, then pretty much these, if you look at the reverse of these, you'll find out what's happening. there are usually, when I work with students who tell me, look, I'm doing my practice but nothing's happening, these are the three areas that I'll look at. And the one is I'll check that they are relaxed, because sometimes even when we say we're relaxed, we're not. It's very common for me to see students and say, we'll go through the entering a Qigong state of mind, and they're still very tense, even though they think they're relaxed. So it's important that you relax. The more you relax, the easier it is for your energy to flow, the easier it is to promote harmonious Qi flow. And good health is a harmonious flow of energy. Excuse me. So that's the first port of call. Make sure you're relaxed. Also, the second step is make sure you're not worrying. If you've got something, when you're beginning your practice, it's a good idea, if your mind is agitated through something that's happened during the day, that you wait until you're feeling more composed before doing your practice. At a higher level, when you've been practicing for quite a while, you can use your practice to work with your emotions. But when you're beginning, then it's better to wait. So because it's really hard to do a Qigong practice if you're worrying about things. Because remember, it's a combination of form, energy and mind. Mind is the most important aspect. And if you're worrying, your mind's not in the best state to get the most out of your practice. And this is probably a big one, possibly the number one reason why most people who practice don't get the benefits from their practice. And I know it's something that I still have to work on myself, and that's intellectualizing, thinking too much. Thinking too much is one of the biggest causes of mental blockages, of mental sluggishness, and yet it's something that we pride ourselves on, being able to think things through, to be able to cover all the angles, to really think something through. That's fine, but when you're doing your Qigong or doing your Kung Fu, don't think. Doesn't mean you become a moron, just don't think. Focus more on relaxing, enjoying your practice, so no intellectualizing. I remember for far too long when I'd be doing Golden Bridge practice, I'd be thinking, do I need to lift my arms up a bit more? Do I need to have more of a 90 degree between my hand and my wrist? And can I go any lower? Does this look good? All this intellectualizing, and it gets in the way of your practice. So don't do it. If you're not getting the results from your practice, make sure that you're relaxed. Make sure that you're not worrying about things, and make sure that you're not thinking too much.